Alright, super quick update for JASMY. So in the short term, a lot of the markets are turning around, and JASMY is, still having that bearish momentum to the downside. When we made a video on this maybe a week or so ago, once we broke below the 618 and the 786 at 165, I was basically saying how my target is all the way down here at 1 cent, and basically every day I make a video on this, we come further down. I had a 31% drop that I was predicting, and we've basically come down what, 22% already. Let me find, so from the wick down here 25, and almost 24% actually from where we initially predicted that this was going to break down from the green level here. So all in all, market structure is very bearish. We're below everywhere that we want to be right now. If I remove this, so it's a little bit clearer. What I mean by a lot of coins, a lot of tokens are going bullish today. Bitcoin has used this green or this previous resistance as support, so at least in the short term I will mark this as green. You can see that we've basically been trapped below it since the 23rd of October. We broke above it once, had a rejection, and we're finally using it as support. So Bitcoin is heading up, at least in the short term. The total crypto market cap's heading up. The stock market is having a small bounce. So in general, most of the markets are moving up today. Pretty much every altcoin that I cover, apart from one or two or three altcoins, are not doing well, and JASMY is the only one that is down 5%. I don't cover anything else that's down this much or even near this much. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I think we are coming down to the 1.618 fib retracement level at 1 cent. What I've been outlining previously is that if we don't bounce on 1 cent, it can get very, very ugly. Now, your last line in the sand, being fair to JASMY, is 8 cents. Once we lose 8 cents, we've basically lost all market structure. We don't have any lows. There is literally nowhere else for us to go apart from, down to, 0.2 of a cent, which is a very, very heavy drop. So if we did break below, let's say your last line in the sand is 8, so we'll give it the benefit of the doubt and say we could even come down to 8, which is well, that would have been a 45% drop, and from where we are it could still be another 28. So I'm not personally predicting that. What I've been predicting is what I'm going to stick with. I think we're going to be coming down to the 1 cent. If we do have a strong bounce, we can start talking about getting above this level, but in my opinion this still will be resistance until we do have a strong pump above it. If we don't get back above it, and we barely manage to hold this level, then I would be predicting we'd be coming down to 8 cent. And what gets interesting, I'm not even bothered about the move to 8 cent. What is interesting is the only next level that we can even bounce from after 8% is another 73% drop on the table. So would I be surprised if this happened? Absolutely not, because we are already down 99.6%. This was yesterday. We're probably down a little bit more, but I'm not going to pull hairs for 0.00% move down or something. But if we did come all the way down here, which is what the target of the 1.618 would be predicting, if we did fall below it, then we would basically be heading down to somewhere near 0. Now, there is no volume for this token at all. It has lost all of its euphoria. If we do come over to the Coinbase chart, you can basically see we have insane amounts of selling volume coming in right now. Look at this selling volume. So if I just draw a line of best fit, you can see I've done this before, but if I just draw like a line of best fit on the volume, you can really see how volume is steadily increasing. The selling volume is increasing. This was when it was listed on Coinbase. It had its Coinbase pump and rally, and then once we broke below this level here, the thing is with Coinbase is it used to have a big effect on altcoins. Basically anything that got listed on there would do well in the long term, but now it's like they list 20 different shitcoins every week. People pump into these shitcoins, and then once they lose all their momentum, once people move on to the next token, no one cares about these anymore. So at least what I can see, in my personal opinion, most people have forgotten about this. Now, there is a big fan base of JASMY people that, are in this for the long term, and, fair enough, good luck to you if you are in this for the long term. Personally, I would not touch this this coin at all. It could drop another 99% and I still would not buy it at all. So I might be missing out, but you know, there are other altcoins that I do prefer over JASMY. In my opinion, you know, since it has broken below the level it got listed on Coinbase, it is, you know, basically done for. So your last line in the sand, and I can't keep on saying last line in the sand because, you know, I said last line in the sand at 1 cent. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt and say as long as we hold, you know, 0.008, which is, you know, close enough to 1 cent. As long as we do hold this level here, we can talk about a bounce. But you know, the second we lose this, it is, you know, in my opinion, it's a wrap, and we would be coming down to, you know, targets near zero, at least another 73% drop. So, you know, I'm not predicting that we're going to do that in the short term. Like I said at the start of the video, what I'm predicting is we're going to come down to 1 cent. If we don't hold that, your last line in the sand is 0.008, and that is going to be the last time that I say it's the last line in the sand. If we really do break below here, then, you know, in my opinion, this is absolutely done for. So that's pretty much everything I see for JASMY. Once again, good luck if you do hold this. And yeah, none of this is financial advice. It's just my opinion on the market, and you've always got to do what's best for you. Peace.